You are welcome to today's lecture under the use of English series for Jamb UTME, episode 27. Our topic for today is synonyms and antonyms, a very important topic, especially for students preparing for Jamb UTME and WAEC. As you are taking this lecture, do not forget to make your own notes for subsequent revision. And also enable full screen view by tapping on the icon located at this place that I'm hovering my mouse to enjoy the maximum viewers experience. Without wasting much of our time, let's head straight into the lecture outline. Outline: definition, types and examples of synonyms. Definition, types and examples of synonyms. How to answer synonyms and antonym question in WAEC/Jamb. Practice exercises from WAEC and Jamb/the answers. Quick recap of the lecture. You will learn the above in this lecture and I wish you good luck. Synonyms. What are synonyms? Synonyms are words, phrase or expression that have close meanings. Take note of the definition. You might think you know what a synonym is, but you might not know it actually. It's a phrase, a word or expression. So some students see synonyms as only a word. It can appear as a statement. It can appear as a phrase. It can appear as a word. It can appear as an expression. Okay, so take note of that. With close meaning, very close. Close meaning. What is the other name for synonym? Synonym can also be called nearest in meaning. It can also be referred to as nearest in meaning. It can also be referred to as closest in meaning. So the simple meaning of synonym is either this or this. Either this or this. That's anyone is acceptable. Either you use this or you use this. Both of them are acceptable. Bear that in mind. Either this or this. Synonym. So let's see examples pertaining to this explanation. Example: the synonym of big is large. Similar meaning. That's the statement in the bracket. And when you look, you trace down from the below, it says this. Big is this. Large is also this. And you are seeing or in the middle. This or this. That's you are trying to say either this or this. They are synonym. Anyone can be used. Either you use big or you use large. Big or large, both of them are close in meaning. Either you use big or you use large. This or this. Synonym. Shikina. Synonyms are the direct contrast of antonyms. When you say contrast, direct contrast is the direct opposite of antonyms. That's when you say opposite, it's like this. Like this. Facing opposite direction. Synonym are facing one direction. If you can use this, you can still use this. If you can use this, you can use this. But antonyms, different direction. How to answer synonym questions. How do we answer synonym question? First thing to do is have it in your mind that there is no shortcut. There is no shortcut. Don't let anybody deceive you. No shortcut of answering synonyms in an exam, especially in Jamb UTME. What you have to do is, number one, learn words, their nearest in meaning forms or their synonym forms, their close meanings, and opposite in meaning forms. So for you to know synonym efficiently and effectively, you have to also learn the opposite in meaning, because you can use the opposite to predict the nearest in meaning. You can use an antonym to predict a synonym. It helps your judgment in an exam condition. So the next we have here is learn idioms and their meaning. So you have to learn the idioms and their meanings too. Questions from synonym can be constructed with idioms. Remember the definition of synonym: expression. An expression can also be a synonym. It can also be synonymous with a word. An idiomatic expression can be synonymous with a word. So that's why you have to learn idioms. Okay? Learn idiomatic expression. If you have not taken my lecture on idiomatic expression or idioms, tap on the link in the description and head straight to the series and take my lecture on idiomatic expression or idioms. Moving on. The question here says, how do you learn words? You know, it says learn antonyms and synonyms. Then how do you learn these words? How do you learn a word synonyms and also learn the antonyms of the same word? How do you do it? How? The first says read books. There's no shortcuts. You have to know it. Read books. Read books. My book is also there. 72 hours to Jamb UTME, Mastering Unorthodox Trade-off. It's there. Get a copy of my book and read my book. 72 hours to Jamb UTME. Read books. Start with 72 hours to Jamb UTME. Empower yourself. Increase your examination IQ. Modify your examination IQ. Advance your examination IQ. Develop your examination IQ. Read books. Watch movies. This one is another one again that will help you learn words. Those movies that you are watching, any word you hear in the movie, any word you hear, when you are reading book, any word you see, just quickly go to Google and search that word. Go to your dictionary, head straight to AI or whatever place you want to search the word in. Search the word there and learn the meaning. As you are learning the meaning, you are learning the antonyms, you are learning the synonyms, you are learning how the word is being pronounced, you are learning the associated idioms related to that word. Do them one after the other, little by little. You are going to learn a lot. While watching movies or while reading books, any word you see there, just search them up. Not only this method, when you are reading comments on social media, when you are reading people's comments, any word you see there that is strange, look them up in AI or Google. Look them up, search them up, learn them, learn their meanings, learn their antonyms, learn their synonyms, learn their associated idioms. Okay, learn how to pronounce them too. Learn any word that you come across. That's it, no shortcuts. Learn their synonyms, antonyms, phonetics. That's how to pronounce them. How are these words pronounced? And related idioms, like I said before. Okay, if you have not taken my lecture on phonetics, do that as well by tapping on the link in the description to head straight to the series and take my lecture on phonetic. Note something very important here. When you know antonym of a word, it can improve your predictability of its synonyms amongst the given option. So I said it before, when you know an antonym of a word, it can help your predictability at predicting the synonym in an exam condition. When you want to predict the synonym, it helps you predict the synonym of that word. Likewise, when you know the synonym of a word, it can also help you to predict the antonym. It modifies your judgmental capability, okay? Your capability of making judgment in an exam condition. When you have no idea on that word, you may want to try choosing the option that ends in the same letter as the word in the question. This works sometimes. So when you don't have any clue, you don't have any idea, you have exhausted all your ideas, okay, in an exam condition, you can as well pick the option with the word that ends with the same letter as the word in the question. So the end point or the letter that ends the word in the question, okay, you can as well pick the option that has the word that ends in that letter too. Maybe the word in the question ends in Y, okay. Among the options, when you are exhausted, if you see any option that ends in Y, that could be the right option. So it's a 60-40 chances. So you have to capitalize on the 60 by choosing the option ending in Y. That's just another technique to add to your arsenal, to add to your toolbox. With this, we have come to the end of synonyms. Let's treat antonyms next. Antonyms. Take note of the color codings. Antonyms are words, phrase, or expression with opposite in meaning. So the definition of antonym is only different from that of synonym in that it is opposite in meaning. So synonym is nearest in meaning, word, phrase, the same style of definition. Word, phrase, expression, statement with the same meaning. But antonym is opposite in meaning. Okay? Synonym is nearest in meaning, antonym now is opposite in meaning. Okay? What is the other name for antonym? Because you might see it come in a different name in an exam condition. So you have to be aware that it can also be called opposite in meaning. So you might see this one in an exam condition. Another one that you can also see is farthest in meaning. Farthest in meaning, that's the meaning is apart. The meanings of both words are apart, okay? The meanings of both words are apart. So that's farthest in meaning. That's that. So it can also be called opposite in meaning and farthest in meaning. So the simple meaning of antonym is either this or that. Remember that of synonym. Either this or this. That's anyone can go. Anyone is acceptable. But for antonyms, it's either this or that. It's trying to tell you that either this or that. So they are opposite. They are apart. They are like the two ends of a parallel lines. Okay, they are apart. They don't have anything to do with each other. Okay, this is the opposite of this. This is facing this. Okay, it's the direct opposite of this. So if you are not this, you will be that. For example, if you are not good, you will be bad. The opposite of good is bad. So let's see an example that illustrates this explanation. Example, the antonym of big is small. Let's read the statement in the brackets, either big or small. Remember, either this or that. Okay, for antonyms, opposite in meaning. When we look at what we have here, tracing through the arrow, it says this or that. So either big or small. This is the big. That is the small. Farthest from big. Okay, that's the opposite. Both ends of the parallel line. This side we have big. Then that side we have small. They have nothing to do with each other. They are different from each other. Okay, so antonyms are the direct contrast of synonyms. Just like we said for synonyms, that synonyms are direct contrast. That's direct opposite of antonyms. But now antonyms is direct opposite of synonyms. So that's it. For example, if you are not a man, you should be a what? A woman. If you are not a man, you should be a woman. This is a man, that is a woman. Or that is a man, this is a woman. So if you are not a man, you are a woman. So always bear it in mind that antonyms or opposite in meaning it is either you are this or you are that. Either you are this or you are that. Okay, bear that in mind. Moving on. How to answer antonym questions. Number one, the same thing, no shortcuts. It's just the same method of answering synonym. It's just that antonym and synonym has different meaning. Okay, learn words, their nearest in meaning forms and opposite in meaning forms. Learn idioms and their meanings, as questions from antonyms can be constructed with idioms. That's true. So if you are searching up words when you are watching movie, while you are learning words and all of that, just learn them. Learn their idioms, learn how to pronounce them, learn their phonetics. Okay, so this says, how do you learn words? Just the same way. Okay, read books, watch movies. Okay, learn any new word that you come across, not only in books, not only in movies. When you are on the comment section in social media, you can also learn words. I've learned a lot of words from the comment section in social media. So learn from the comment section. You have lots of smart people and brainiacs there in the comment section, and they always express themselves. They always express their knowledge there, their views there. So any words you see there, look it up on the internet. Session Google, session AI, learn. Okay, so as you are learning them, learn their synonyms, learn their antonyms, learn their phonetics, the phonetic of the word. Learn how to pronounce the word, okay, phonetically. Okay, because the way we pronounce word here in Nigeria is not the actual pronunciation of the word. We are only pronouncing those words according to our mother tongue. We are using our mother tongue as a guidance in pronouncing those words, because that's how we were all brought up. Learn their related idioms. If you have not taken my lecture on idioms and phonetics, do that right away by tapping on the link in the description to take you straight to the series where you take the lecture on phonetics and idioms to have a smoother understanding of this lecture. Note something very important. When you know the synonym of a word, it can improve your predictability of its antonyms amongst the given option. So when you know the synonym, that's why we say learn the synonyms of those words. Even when you are studying for antonym, also learn the synonym, because they go hand in hand. When you know this one, you can easily predict among the options, other than you don't have a clue at all. You have no idea. But when you see a word, good, for example, the question that they are asking you in the exam condition to provide a synonym or antonym to, and the word good, you don't know the real meaning of good, but you know the opposite in meaning of good. Okay, and they are asking you to provide the nearest in meaning of good, but you know the opposite in meaning. You can easily use that opposite in meaning to predict, because among the options you might see a word that is opposite in meaning to that good, and that is going to tell you that that's a wrong option. So it guides you in your prediction. Okay, predicting the best option even when you are out of ideas. With this, we have come to the end of the topic, synonyms and antonyms. Let's take some exercises to test the knowledge we've acquired so far. Exercises. These questions was brought from Jamb UTME 1992/1993/2021. The instruction says, choose the word most similar in meaning to the capitalized word. Number one, the farmer was pleased with the abundant harvest this season. The farmer was pleased with the abundant harvest this season. A, scarce. B, plentiful. C, tiny. D, insufficient. E, rare. What's your answer? Remember the instruction. The farmer was pleased with the abundant harvest this season. You answered correctly. The correct option is B, plentiful. The farmer was pleased with the plentiful harvest this season. Both of them can go hand in hand, either abundant or plentiful. 2. The politician gave an eloquent speech that impressed everyone. The politician gave an eloquent speech that impressed everyone. A, silent. B, persuasive. C, inarticulate. D, confused. E, awkward. What's your answer? The politician gave an eloquent speech that impressed everyone. You answered correctly. The correct option is B, persuasive. The politician gave a persuasive speech that impressed everybody. So either eloquent or persuasive. Either these or these. They go hand in hand, similar in meaning. Moving on. For these two questions, questions 3 and 4, the instruction says choose the word that is opposite in meaning to the capitalized word. The word that is opposite in meaning to the capitalized word for question 3 and 4. That's the instruction. Number 3. Despite his wealth, the man was very generous to everyone he met. Despite his wealth, the man was very generous to everyone he met. A, kind. B, stingy. C, charitable. D, compassionate. E, benevolent. What's your answer? Despite his wealth, the man was very generous to everyone he met. Remember the instruction, opposite in meaning. You answered right. The correct option is B, stingy. Despite his wealth, the man was very stingy to everyone he met. This or that, either this or that. All right, both of them are farther away from each other. Both of them are opposite in meaning. Number 4, the new neighbors were hostile and unfriendly when we met them. The new neighbors were hostile and unfriendly when we met them. In this question here, this and has already given you a clue of the meaning of this word hostile, even though you don't know it. Because when you see and after a word, it gives you an idea of the word itself. Okay, it's more like qualifying the word better. Okay, modifying this word better. Okay, so if you know the meaning of unfriendly, you can use it to predict the meaning of hostile. Let's read the options. A, friendly. B, aggressive. C, bitter. D, harsh. E, unkind. What's your answer? You answered right. Remember the instruction. The instruction is opposite in meaning. The correct option is A, friendly. The new neighbors were hostile and unfriendly when we first met them. Either this or that. Either friendly or unfriendly. Either hostile or friendly. These are the answers. What did you score? A quick recap of the lecture says synonyms are words, phrase, or expressions that have close meanings. The simple meaning of synonym is either this or this. Both of them can stand in for each other. Antonyms are words, phrase, or expressions with opposite meanings. Simple meaning include this or that. That's the simple meaning of antonyms. This or that. Both of them are farther from each other. They are away from each other. They have different meaning. Okay. This one means the opposite of this. So either this or that. Okay. They are far away from each other when we talk about the meaning. So it is either this or that. Okay. Note something very important here. It is important to learn words' meanings, their synonyms, antonyms, phonetics, and related idioms, because they help you to answer questions pertaining to synonyms and antonyms in an exam condition. They also help you to predict the answer when you are out of ideas in an exam condition. So thank you so much for taking the lecture, and I hope that you enjoyed the lecture and you must have learned one or two things that is going to be beneficial to you in your UTME 2026. And I hope you also made notes for your subsequent revision. Do well to drop a like and share this video to your friends and family, your peers that are preparing for Jamb UTME and also WAEC examination. Subscribe to this channel and follow for more at Nkwado Augustine across all social media platforms. Do you have any questions on Knowledge Gap? Do well to drop your questions on Knowledge Gap in the comments, and as soon as I come across them, I am going to do justice to your questions and Knowledge Gap. At this point, I'm out.